Few names in global military history inspire as much respect and affection as the Gorkhas. These tenacious warriors from Nepal's harsh landscape have established a legendary reputation because to their unrivaled bravery and discipline in combat. Their tale, entwined with the subcontinent's history, is proof of their steadfast devotion and tenacious spirit. The tale of the Gorkhas begins in the mountainous kingdom of Nepal, a land of towering peaks and deep valleys. From these heights, the Gorkhas emerged, hardened by the harsh conditions of their homeland, skilled in the art of warfare, and guided by a fierce warrior ethos. For centuries, they had served as protectors of their land, engaged in numerous battles that honed their skills and built their fearsome reputation. In the early 19th century, the British East India Company, in its relentless expansion across the Indian subcontinent, encountered the Gorkhas during the Anglo-Nepalese War of 1814 to 1816. The conflict was brutal, with the Gorkhas displaying unparalleled valor and tactical acumen, earning the admiration of their adversaries. Though the war ended with the Treaty of Sugauli in 1815, it marked the beginning of a new chapter for the Gorkhas. The British, recognizing the potential of these warriors, began recruiting them into their ranks. From this moment, the Gorkhas became an integral part of the British Indian Army, their numbers growing as their reputation spread. They fought in some of the most challenging theaters of war, from the rugged frontiers of the Northwest to the battlefields of Europe and Asia during the World Wars. Their motto, Kayar Hunu Bhanda Marnu Ramro, better to die than live like a coward, became a creed they lived by, and their kukuri, a distinctive curved knife, became a symbol of their resolve. In 1947, as the winds of independence swept through India, the Gorkha regiments faced a new destiny. With the partition of British India, the regiments were divided between the British and the newly formed Indian Army. Thus, the Indian Gorkha regiments were born, carrying forward the legacy of their forebears. Among these regiments, names like the 1 Gorkha Rifles, 3 Gorkha Rifles, 4 Gorkha Rifles, 5 Gorkha Rifles, 8 Gorkha Rifles, and 9 Gorkha Rifles stand out, each with its own storied history of bravery and sacrifice. Today, the Gorkhas continue to serve in the Indian Army, their numbers standing at a formidable 32,000. They remain a symbol of unwavering courage and discipline, their history a rich tapestry of heroism. Whether on the snow-covered heights of the Himalayas or in the scorching deserts of Rajasthan, the Gorkhas stand as a bulwark, their presence a reassurance of strength and resilience. The story of the Gorkhas is not just one of military prowess, it is a saga of loyalty, honor, and the unyielding human spirit. In every battle they have fought, the Gorkhas have left behind a legacy that continues to inspire, a testament to their enduring place in the annals of history. The Gorkhas' role in the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War was a remarkable chapter in their storied history, showcasing their bravery, skill, and deep commitment to the cause of freedom. From the early days of the conflict to the final battles that led to the creation of Bangladesh, the Gorkhas played a crucial role, both on the battlefield and in supporting the broader struggle for independence. Even before India officially entered the war, the Gorkha Regiment was actively involved in providing support to the Mukti Bahini, the Bangladeshi liberation forces fighting against the oppressive regime of West Pakistan. The Gorkhas, along with other Indian Army units, offered training, strategic advice, and logistical support to these freedom fighters. Their deep experience in guerrilla warfare and their ability to operate in difficult terrain made them ideal mentors for the Mukti Bahini. When India formally entered the war in December 1971, the Gorkhas were deployed on the Eastern Front, which became one of the most decisive theaters of the conflict. Their mission was to penetrate deep into East Pakistan, now Bangladesh, liberate key areas, and secure strategic positions that would facilitate the advance of Indian forces. The Gorkhas, accustomed to fighting in rugged and challenging environments, were in their element. The dense jungles, rivers, and marshes of East Pakistan posed significant challenges, but the Gorkhas, with their legendary stamina and expertise in unconventional warfare, moved swiftly and silently through the terrain. They launched surprise attacks on enemy positions, often catching the Pakistani forces off guard. One of the most significant contributions of the Gorkhas was during the Battle of Sylhet, a critical engagement that paved the way for the fall of Dhaka, the capital of East Pakistan. The Gorkhas, along with other Indian units, launched a daring assault on the heavily fortified Pakistani positions in Sylhet. Despite being outnumbered and facing intense resistance, the Gorkhas fought with characteristic valor, using their close combat skills and tenacity to break through enemy lines. Another notable engagement was the capture of the town of Akora, near the border with Tripura. The Gorkhas, leading the charge, engaged in fierce combat with Pakistani forces entrenched in well-defended positions. Their relentless assault and tactical brilliance forced the enemy to retreat, securing a vital victory that opened the way to the liberation of key areas in the eastern sector. Throughout the war, the Gorkhas embodied the spirit of solidarity and compassion. They were not just warriors on the battlefield but also protectors of the innocent. In the midst of the conflict, they helped protect civilians, providing food, medical aid, and shelter to those caught in the crossfire. Their actions earned them the deep respect and gratitude of the Bangladeshi people. As the war neared its conclusion, the Gorkhas played a key role in the final push towards Dhaka. Their rapid advance, combined with their ability to outmaneuver and outfight the enemy, contributed significantly to the swift fall of the city. On December 16, 1971, the Pakistani forces in Dhaka surrendered, and Bangladesh emerged as a new, independent nation. The Gorkhas' contribution to the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War is remembered as a shining example of their dedication to the principles of freedom and justice. Their courage and sacrifice were instrumental in the success of the campaign, and their legacy is etched in the annals of South Asian history. In the aftermath of the war, the Gorkhas were honored for their role in the creation of Bangladesh. Their actions not only demonstrated their military prowess but also their unwavering commitment to standing with those who fight for their right to self-determination. The 1971 war was more than just a military campaign for the Gorkhas. It was a fight for a just cause, a fight they undertook with honor, bravery, and an unshakable sense of duty. In the end, their efforts, along with those of the entire Indian Army, led to the swift collapse of the Pakistani military in the east and the eventual surrender of over 90,000 Pakistani troops, the largest surrender since World War II. The birth of Bangladesh was a momentous occasion, and the Gorkhas had played a vital role in midwifing this new nation into existence. In Indian military history, the Gorkha Regiment stands out as a symbol of unyielding courage and unparalleled commitment. From the snow-clad peaks of Kargil to the fervent battlefields of Bangladesh, the Gorkhas have played pivotal roles in shaping the course of conflicts that defined the subcontinent's destiny. The Kargil War of 1999, often referred to as the Kargil conflict, was a clash of wills and might between India and Pakistan, fought in the unforgiving heights of the Himalayas. The treacherous terrain of the Kargil district in Jammu and Kashmir, where the war unfolded, was as much a foe as the infiltrators who had seized strategic heights along the line of control, LOC. As the war erupted in the treacherous heights of the Himalayas, the Gorkhas, known for their ability to endure and thrive in mountainous terrain, were once again called upon to defend the nation. When the conflict began, it became evident that the battle would be fought in some of the most challenging and inhospitable conditions imaginable. The enemy had seized strategic heights along the line of control, LOC, giving them a significant advantage. Recapturing these peaks was crucial, and the Gorkhas, with their unparalleled skills in high-altitude warfare, were at the forefront of this mission. The Kargil district's steep, rocky slopes, coupled with freezing temperatures and thin air, made the task of dislodging the well-entrenched enemy incredibly daunting. The Gorkhas, however, were undeterred. Their experience in the mountains of Nepal had prepared them for such conditions. They carried out grueling ascents, often under heavy enemy fire, navigating narrow ridges and icy pathways with the precision and tenacity that had defined their military history. As part of Operation Vijay, the Gorkha battalions were deployed in some of the most critical sectors of the conflict. Their objective was to reclaim strategic positions that were crucial for the success of the overall mission. Among the most notable operations was the capture of key peaks, such as the Tololing and Tiger Hill, which were pivotal in turning the tide of the war. The battles for Tololing and Tiger Hill stand as testaments to their valor. The peaks were critical, their recapture essential for turning the tide of the war. The Gorkhas, undeterred by the near-vertical ascents and relentless enemy fire, scaled these heights, their resolve as unshakable as the mountains themselves. Their bravery in these operations was instrumental in the Indian Army's success, leading to the eventual withdrawal of the infiltrators. The Gorkhas displayed extraordinary valor in battle. Despite the odds, they launched daring night assaults, scaling vertical cliffs under the cover of darkness to surprise the enemy. Their ability to fight in close combat, using their traditional kukuris, added a psychological edge to their operations. The enemy, though entrenched and well-armed, found themselves overwhelmed by the Gorkhas' ferocity and relentless determination. The nation honored their extraordinary courage with several gallantry awards, including the Param Veer Chakra, India's highest military decoration. These awards were not just symbols of their bravery but also of their unwavering commitment to their duty, even in the face of insurmountable odds. Beyond the battlefield, the Gorkhas have left an indelible mark on the military culture of India. Their regiments are bound by a deep sense of brotherhood and loyalty, not just to each other but to the ideals they fight for. This bond is forged in the fires of combat and tempered by the shared experiences of hardship and triumph. The Gorkhas' legacy is one of valor and dedication, a legacy that continues to inspire soldiers and civilians alike. Their stories are told with reverence, their deeds celebrated in the annals of military history. Whether on the icy heights of Kargil or in the steamy jungles of Bangladesh, the Gorkhas have shown that true courage knows no bounds. In every battle they have fought, the Gorkhas have demonstrated that they are not just warriors, they are legends, their names synonymous with fearlessness and honor. Their contributions to the Kargil War and the Bangladesh Liberation War are chapters in a much larger story, a story of a regiment that has earned its place in the heart of a nation. The Gorkha Regiment of the Indian Army has a storied history of bravery and excellence in combat. Their contributions in the Kargil War and the Bangladesh Liberation War are testament to their exceptional skills, indomitable spirit, and unwavering dedication to duty. Their legacy continues to inspire respect and admiration in India and around the world.
If you like my videos, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel.